13th, 2023. Notice of this meeting has been duly advertised in compliance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law. Please be advised that this meeting is being audio recorded for possible later playback. Everyone kindly stand for the flag salute. To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Very good. Madam Clerk, roll call, please. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Hess. Here. Councilman Linkowski.
Here.
President Randolph Sharp.
Here.
Councilwoman Peck.
Here.
Councilwoman Sinnott. Here. Mayor Roach.
Here. All right, Mr. Tony, we're going to do oath of office for...
Pardon, Walter.
Raymond.
Raymond.
Oh, I'm sorry. Councilman
Where
Marcy.
I'm here.
Okay, we're going to do the oath of office for the captain and lieutenant, please.
I did.
Everyone ready? I state your name.
I, Rob Alston,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the government established
to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do further solemnly swear
And I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of police captain
of police captain,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Showed you how long I've been here. Over there. Is that Erica? I state your name.
I, Adam Herka,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution
to support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and I will bear true faith
and will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the government established
and to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do further solemnly swear
And I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
police lieutenant
of police lieutenant
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Officer Salvador, Sutcliffe, and Strone. Our new officers will be graduating the Police Academy tomorrow, official graduation. You guys can sign up.
Turn around so they can get pictures of them. I'll stand on this side. Raise your right hand, repeat after me, please. I state your name.
I, Brian Sutcliffe,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people,
And I do further solemnly swear
and I do furtherly solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
the office of police officer
the office of police officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Did you want to say anything?
Now, I just want to congratulate all our new officers for making their way through the police academy. It's not an easy task. Was it 24 weeks now? 21 weeks now. It's a long process. It's rigorous, academically, physically, demanding, and the failure rate is pretty high. So it's a credit to our new officers. They're doing a great job. We look forward to having them here, and we're confident they're going to do a great job for many years to come. So congratulations.
You want to take a 5-minute recess so they can take pictures? Everybody will take a 5-minute recess. Approval of minutes, council meeting executive session for November 8th, 2023. Entertained motion.
I make a motion that the bills have been properly audited and signed, be approved for payment.
Thanks, man. And second. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Councilman Cass? Yes. Councilman Lankowski?
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey?
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton? Yes. Councilwoman Bennett? Council President Randolph Sharp?
Yes.
Following reports have been filed and are available in their respective offices for review and will be included in the minutes. The tax collector's report, the sewer report, and treasury. Second reading, ordinance 2023-19, repeal chapter 11 and 14, contracts and professional services. This time I'll open the meeting to the public. Any questions or comments regarding ordinance 2023-19? Seeing none, close the meeting to the public.
I make a motion that ordinance 2023-19 be adopted on second reading and published according to law.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin. Council President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Consent agenda, the items listed below are considered routine by the Borough of Lindenwold and will be enacted upon by one motion. There will be no further discussions of these items. If discussion is desired, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to remove items 2023-220 and 2023-213.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The resolution is for 2023-207 through 213 minus 212.
So moved on the consent agenda item. Removing the two items that we want to see.
And second, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin. Council President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Entertain a motion for resolution 2023-216. Council.
Authorizing the hiring of Ranger Jones as a truck driver and equipment operator for the golf course department.
Make a motion for 2023-216 resolution for granting Jones hiring in the public works department.
And second.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin. Council President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Entertain a motion for resolution 2023-217. Council.
Authorizing the hiring of Michael Palma in the sewer department as a laborer.
Make a motion for 2023-217, the hiring of Michael Palma. Sorry, I'm trying to cancel my New York accent here and say his last name, Palma. Hired in the public works sewer department.
And second, please.
Councilwoman Hess. Councilman Linkowski.
Yes.
Councilman Morrissey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Patton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin. Council President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Next up, engineers report. How are you, sir?
After report, that Lindenwold received an additional state aid grant award for the bikeways program, $275,000 for the new Lindenwold Park bikeway connector. Special additions that operating in the state aid grant. That is Hillport Avenue has been successfully completed. And we received a strong application for the borough for this year's Safe Routes to School application program for $725,000. Any questions? I'd be happy to address them. $725,000.
Any other questions? Thank you, sir. This time, I'm going to the council. Councilman Morrissey.
Thank you, Mayor. Fire Commission, the previous meeting, we had 91 calls, 16 inspections and 12 re-inspections. There were 4 smoke alarms installed, residents' homes. Their free smoke alarms are still available for homeowners. You can call the fire department office at 856-346-0935. At the meeting, the 2024 budget was introduced and sent to the state for approval. When it comes back for approval, it will be a fire district election in February to townwide to vote on it. The big news of the meeting was a presentation by the architect for the plans for the new fire station that they want to put up. It will be replacing the old building on Linden Avenue, and once it's completed, the Scott Avenue station will no longer be used by the fire department. It cost $10,565,965 to be financed by a 30-year bond. The average homeowner in Lindenwold with an assessed property of $110,514 currently pays $219.93 per year in fire district tax, which is the lowest part of your tax bill. This bond expense would add $118.91 per year to your tax bill. So your new fire district tax would then become $338.84 if this is passed. And if you have questions on anything to do with the budget or anything to do with the plans for the fire station, I encourage you to attend the next Fire Commission meeting. It's a public meeting. It'll be Thursday, December 18th, 7:30 p.m. at the Scott Avenue Station at 4th and Scott. And that's all I have for you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilwoman Hess.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to have the chief come in and speak regarding issues that are going on at PATCO. We've seen on social media people talking about the homelessness, the drugs, and we just invited the chief to come in and BOA, I believe, to come and discuss on what they are doing to help up there. Chief?
Yep, thank you. So first, as far as the BRPO and PATCO, that's its own jurisdiction. We don't have authority there. They have the Port Authority, has their own police department. We work with them a lot. We back them up. We're there sometimes first if there's an emergency, because their officers are spread out over many stations along the route. So obviously they have their challenges there. I spoke to Chief Cobbs, and he assures me that many of these issues with homelessness and other drugs and other issues that are going on there, they're on top of. They're aware of it. They're taking they're using many different resources to try to alleviate this concern. And he says there's no concern for safety, and that if any commuter or any resident ever has an issue, they just need to contact the Port Authority. They have an app, I think it's called Speak Up or something to that effect. You can communicate with them through the app. So they are very responsive. They do a lot behind the scenes, working with the homeless and working with people who are coming in and out of the transportation hub there to make sure that the safety is key. And again, I don't see there's any real concern for anybody's safety. There's always officers around, and they're on top of things. Just to follow up with that, the social services part of it, dealing with people who are homeless, drug addicted, mental illness, that's one of the most difficult things we do as police officers. And that's why a couple of years back, we partnered with Volunteers America. Today we have 2 representatives of Volunteers America. We're going to bring up Christine Lemon and Ricky to kind of give an overview of what they've been doing here in our community. And it's been a very rewarding program for our residents and for those most vulnerable people in our community who struggle with these different issues. They kind of filled that gap where law enforcement over the years has struggled to interact with these folks and provide them with the services they need. They can come out and provide direct services to those most vulnerable people in our community. They have networks, they have resources, and not only have the Lindenwold Police Department part, but many partners in Camden County and South Jersey are doing the same, and the numbers are growing steadily. So I'll turn it over to you to give more details about what you do.
Thank you, ladies, for coming out. We appreciate your time
Of course,
and
thank
coming to
you.
our meeting.
My name is Christina Lemma. I'm the Regional Impact Director over Camden County Impact. So the Impact program stands for Immediate Mobilization of Police-Assisted Crisis Teams. So we partner with 27 police departments in the state, but 14 in Camden County, Lindenwold being one of those departments. So we have impact specialists, which are essentially outreach workers, working out of Pineville Police Department and responding to service needs in Lindenwold, PATCO included. We're also very familiar with a lot of the individuals down at the PATCO station. All of our services are voluntary, so we can't force an individual to accept services. A lot of what we do is relationship building, so we'll go out if somebody declines services one time, they're still on our radar. We're still going to go out and offer those services to that individual, which has been very successful with some people. We build that trust, that we can get them into detox, we can get them mental health services, get them into emergency shelter. for our last fiscal year starting in July, the police departments have put in 136 referrals, and 46% of those were successful intakes. So that other percentage, those individuals are not accepting those services. But again, we're still going out to work with them and try to get them to accept treatment, housing, mental health linkage, whatever it may be. Do you want to add anything?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm Monique Down for Volunteers of America as well. I'm the vice president, so I oversee from Mercer County south to Ocean County now. I think sorry. But with that being said, another key thing that we do in the wall as well, we understand the homeless situation that happens at the PATCO Center, but we also help families that need any type of social service component. So, as we all know, when the pandemic took place, a lot of people experience financial troubles that they have never experienced before. So we're able to advocate, guide individuals to the current services that their current need is for. The one great thing, we have a great relationship with Lindenwold Police Department. They are very proactive. They actually seeked us out to see if we could come and assist their community members. So just want to give kudos to Chief for that. And overall, our staff enjoy working in this community as well as we do.
Thank you. We appreciate you coming out. Can you just tell us a little bit about what happens when you have a cold blue or something like that? I mean, we have no really authority in PATCO whatsoever. Everything goes to the GRBA. Am I right, Chief?
Correct.
But when there's a code blue and stuff like that, is it right that, they're allowed to stay there under the state guidelines? Is that what it's?
Yeah, there's warming shelters that are in place, and we have agreements throughout the county, one of them being PATCO. So if in the event that you're a real cold street, there may be allowances for people to stay. They're obviously not going to push people out into the cold, where there's a more location for them. There's many other locations they can go to as well throughout the county. Just have to look that up. So,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. So your OEM, they're the ones who basically will make the arrangements for whatever warming center is in your municipality or closest to your municipality. They did make PATCO an official location.
All station stops.
Okay, so I would definitely probably just have a further conversation with them to see as far as maybe it's a church in this community that would be open to saying, hey, because it is, the county do have certain dollars set aside to help people with warming centers. So maybe a church would like to get involved and do a warming center. If you don't have to have much, all you basically have to have is like a chair or something for someone. Right, exactly, for them to have throughout the night. So I wasn't aware that they officially made that site an actual warming site, but if you guys want to make that well, that's a suggestion for me, so just speak with them to see if maybe you can get some other people involved.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that nobody was going to be on the street.
Anybody can call 211, and 211 will direct
And
them
that's what I
to
use,
the
211.
closest warming center, the 24/7 warming center in their area.
Thank you. Well, see if we can make that happen to get it on the legislature.
And what we try to do as an organization as well, if cold blue order is issued early enough, when we still have some staff in office, we try to transport people there as well. So like if it is something a little further out, we try to get them there before our staff leaves for the evening.
And we have shelter beds in Camden at the Elite the Right Center on 271 Atlantic Avenue. We have a portion of that building called the Impact Unit. So we have 24 beds set aside just for law enforcement. So if a Lindenwold officer encounters somebody in the middle of the night, they have a bed to put them in.
Thank you. Will you be staying around so when we open to public session, you can answer any questions that they might have?
Of course.
Really appreciate it. Thank you, Chief. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now on to my reports. Lindenwold Police Department, total call service 1,585, traffic accidents 50, community policing 61, total traffic enforcement stops 81, criminal complaints issued by officers 36, traffic summons issued by officers 26, criminal complaints issued by citizens 18, traffic summons issued by citizens 2, Detective Bureau investigations 41. Respectfully submitted by Chief McCarthy. Lindenwold Public Works. Service calls, no. Tons of trash collected, 763. Tons of recycling, 83.0. Bulk items collected, 248. Scrap metal picked up, 54. Concrete picked up, 8. Stumps and logs, 0. Property maintenance, 0. Number of accidents, 4. Number of injuries, 1. Service calls, 1. Stoppages, 12. Main stoppages, 2. Emergency calls, 12. Markouts, 28. Pump station repairs, 8. Trouble areas jetted, 10. Pump stations factored, 4. For Laurel Springs, we had 4 service calls, 3 stoppages, 1 emergency call, and 0 markouts. And then I just wanted to say about our parade. We had our holiday Christmas parade and everything, even in the rain. We did it in the rain and everything was very good. We had a great time, even in the rain.
Except my name.
Except Rachel. All went out. Thank you. That's all I have.
Council President.
Okay, well, I have a few things. I don't have my report from the Code Enforcement Office, but I will read that at our next meeting. I do have a few things to go over. And to piggyback what Linda said about the parade, it was very nice. I want to thank all the volunteers that came out and helped. And also Lighthouse Deliverance Gospel for coming out. They, the ladies there crocheted hats and scarves for people in need. They braved it in the rain, under a tent, passing out the hats and the scarves to those that were in need. They had children's hats and adults hats. So I thought that was very nice. Miss Gale, special kudos to Miss Gale. She was the one that was leading it, so I want to say thank you to them as well. Parade was very nice. I had to call in sick on Monday, I might add, from being out in the inclement weather with the cold, but it was okay. It was all worth it. So kudos to the fire company and also Brenda for all their hard work, and Public Works for decorating, and the police and everybody that was a part of that. It was a nice occasion. VOA, I'm right across the street from you at City Hall. You guys do amazing work. Kudos to you. I take PATCO every day for the last 7 years, and PATCO is a good neighbor. If you email them, there's a woman by the name of Karen. She and I are on a first name basis. When I have an issue or something that I'm noticing, she jumps right on it, gets with the police, gets with whomever she needs to, and addresses it. Lavelle, the big guy that works there, is the station agent. He's the supervisor. Awesome. You got a problem, you point something out to him, Lavelle's on it. So I can't say enough about Lindenwold Station. It may look a little troublesome to someone who doesn't take public transportation every day. Most of the people there are very harmless. Some are in need of medication. Some are Pop, one of the guys that lives there. He's an older gentleman with his 2 tubs. You'll see him rolling it around town and stuff. Sweetest guy you ever met in your life. Mike, we know a lot of these people on first name basis because we take the train every single day there. And I think that the police officers are there right at 8 o'clock to make sure that they're cleaning out the station, getting them back out if the temperature allows that. If there's anything that looks nefarious, the cops are on it. They're asking them for IDs. They're doing what they have to do. Fare jumpers, the same thing. They're there making sure that they're not fare jumping. So I have never felt threatened at PATCO at all. And I park my car away from the station, and I walk there in the morning, and I walk there when I get off of work. So I think they're good neighbors. So I appreciate what they do there. Also, I have something from the surrogate's office. My friends at the surrogate's office asked me to share this with the public. And so the surrogate's office during COVID had stopped making visits and doing workshops and things like that. But now they're back open again, and they wanted me to share the Camden County Board of Commissioners, the Department of Health and Human Services, Division of Senior and Disabled Services, and the surrogate's office announced free legal workshops for seniors and disabled residents in Camden County. Those attending this workshop will receive at no cost a last will and testament, an advanced directive for healthcare, living will, and a power of attorney. Participants are required to be Camden County residents over 60 years old. Disabled citizens must be 18 and over and residents of Camden County. Workshops are only able to accommodate a limited number of participants per session. Pre-registration is required. Due to the high demand, you should call for an appointment as soon as possible. The workshops fill up very quickly. All workshops are held at 2 p.m. at the Camden County One Stop Center at 101 Woodcrest Road, number 127 in Cherry Hill. You can even take PATCO there and let you off, and they have a little county bus that picks you up and takes you over to where they're at. If you are interested in these services, to register, you must call 856-571-1316. So if anybody needs that information, I can make you a copy of that. Also, my friend that works down in the Parks Department and events for the county asked me this year that the ice skating rink, the Winterfest ice skating rink, is open for business. It opened November the 24th and it'll be open through February the 25th. It's a fun night for your family. There's lodging there and food. They're even open on Christmas Eve from 12 to 5 if you're looking for something fun to do with your family. I think they're closed on Monday and Tuesday, and then 5 p.m. to 10 or 9 on some nights, and Saturdays it's a little bit later, but you can check the website. Right at Cooper River Park, don't have to go over the bridge to Columbus Boulevard to ice skate. We have it right here in New Jersey.
They still give us free tickets?
I just got mine today as an
I was gonna say, I
employee.
remember, no, I remember they used to give out free.
I mean, if they give it, I'll bring them.
You have
Oh, you got some? Okay, and we have some free tickets here, so there you go. So have at it. Fun night.
I'm seeing you.
And it includes your skates too, which is nice. The free ticket includes your skates. I'd like to thank Dawn and her sorority, the Delta Sigma Theta sorority, New Jersey Garden City chapter. I happened to be on the phone with Dawn, sharing with her that I was trying to get together a Thanksgiving meal for a senior that lives in the Harvest House. And Dawn, I didn't even get it out all the way. She's like, well, what does she need? And I'm like, well, I got this. I'm trying to get this. Dawn came more than enough. So much so that we were able to give another senior in the building a meal as well. So I want to thank you for always just, her sorority is amazing. They just always step in, go above and beyond. The resident was very happy. And she has a food insecurity. Thanksgiving was the what day was it, the 25th of the month. She's on a fixed income. She wouldn't have money again until the 1st of the month or the 3rd of the month. So that food was able to sustain her until she was able, until,
Well, while she's doing that,
Thank
I
you.
also wanted to share that I had reached out to the police department too, to see if the police department received any phone calls of a family in need. And when I talked to CJ, the police records manager, she said, well, no one has called. She called me back 10 minutes later and said a gentleman called and said that he was in need. So we were able to give another basket that was delivered to the police department, and they in turn got it to the resident that was in need. So.
Thank you, Dawn. It's just, I know how much that touched her heart, so I really appreciate your assistance with that. And the other thing that I wanted to know, he was talking about the special election, the fire election coming up in February. A lot of times people miss that election because it's like on a weird Saturday at a weird time. But just remember, on your vote by mail, you can select that as all the elections that are available for our municipality, and you'll never miss another election again. So it's not too late to call the Board of Elections and sign up for vote by mail. They come, you fill it out, you can drop it right in the box out front here, and you will receive a sticker probably in about 2 weeks that says, I voted, your vote counted, and you'll know that your vote was counted. So I think it's you signed up for it, right? You like it? Vote by mail? Oh, whatever. I love it. I like vote by mail.
I did it because it's just easier.
Yeah, it's easier, and you never miss it. So I think that's everything that I have. Oh, and for the officers, I just wanted to say congratulations to all the police officers, the new women and men that are joining the force, starting their career with us. I hope that they are able to maintain their career with us. For the officers who have committed to Lindenwold and are getting promoted and things like that. Everybody is part of what makes Lindenwold a nice place to live, and our safety is one of the most important things. So I work in a city where I see a lot of turnover in their police department. They're getting better, but turnover So it's nice to know that we have officers who are committed to the borough of Lindenwold and want to grow their careers here. So congratulations, Chief, and thank you for, well, sorry, should have went first. Thank you for your leadership in that. And you can still say stuff. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you. That's it.
Councilwoman Nestor.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. December 14th is the School 5 Winter Concert and Art Show. That's at 6:30 to 7:30. That's tomorrow. December 19th is the Middle School Winter Concert from 6 to 8 p.m. That's Tuesday. December 20th is the High School Chorale Winter Concert. That's a real nice concert. You know, everybody should come out and see that. The kids really put on a good show. That's from 7 to 8:30. That's Wednesday. And December 21st is School 4 Winter Concert at the Lindenwold High School. That's from 7 to 8:30 p.m. and that's a Thursday. And I'd like to take this time to thank our Lindenwold Police Department, Clementon, and our EMTs. My wife was in a horrific car accident on the Water Spiking Gisborough Road. And they just went out of their way. They took care of her. They reassured her that everything was going to be all right. And as an iron worker, I work with a 700-ton crane and I do critical lift, so I'm not allowed to talk on my phone. But they made sure I got a text to let me know that she was in an accident, that it wasn't critical, she was okay. So I want to thank them for that, you know. There's just one other thing too, you know, we get hand to these young men, they're very brave to become police officers. This is an occupational hazard that I share with them. There's no guarantee at the end of the day that they're going to come home from work. And that's just one of the many reasons that they deserve our respect and support. That's all.
And young women.
And young women, yes.
Thank you. Councilwoman Patton.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Actually don't have any thorough reports tonight, but I would like to remind everyone that the holiday decorating contest is going on. I switched it up a little bit. We're going to have a best yard, a best business trophy, best door for our seniors who may not have external entryways, and best apartment. And the winners are going to be announced December 23rd. So if you want to sign up for vote, please text me at 856-573-8222. Thank you.
Councilwoman Sim.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For senior services, December 19th is their next caregiver support group. It's done through Zoom, so you can do it from your home or anywhere else. It's from 5:30 to 6:30. I do have flyers with me if anybody would like one. Also, just because it's winter season, South Jersey Gas put out a flyer of all the different utility assistance. Like right now, from November 15th to March 15th, we're in the winter moratorium. So this means that they're not allowed to turn off your electric during this time. But as always, there's always a loophole. If it is, the temperature's over a certain degree, I forget the number, but say it's 50 degrees, for 3 days in a row, they can come and turn off your utilities. Even though day 4 might be 32 degrees, as long as they get you in that 3-day window, even though it's a moratorium, they can still turn you off. So there's a lot of programs that can help people, you or someone you know. There's the LIHEAP program, the PAGE, the Lifeline Assistant Program, New Jersey Shares, which you can do yourself. You don't have to go to a social service agency. You can do it right online. And they also have the Universal Health Fund, which I think it's a good program. If you pay, say you have a bill, and some of these bills that when I was at OEO, we would see, they're like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. No one's paying these bills off. So with the USF program, if they put you on this program, for 12 months, you have to pay your current bill every month, and you have to pay it in full. Once you do this, after 12 months, they will wipe away your balance. And you won't owe that $30,000 or whatever it is anymore.
What's it, USF?
USF.
USF?
Yes, USF. So, I mean, that's a really good program, and it does help a lot of people because it gets it off their back. Because otherwise, there's parents putting like a 3-year-old's name on the utility bill. This kid's barely walking, talking, or anything, or understands, and their credit's already shot. So, if you can let people know about this USF, that's a very good program, and it will help a lot of people. I do have flyers that South Jersey put out. They're in English and in Spanish, if anybody would want one. But it gives you all the information here. We have the weatherization program. I know Camden County OEO does weatherization, where they can put in new windows for you. They work with the SCUX agency. They can do water heaters for seniors and stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there that can help people, but it's just finding out what it is, where to go. So this is a start. Also, New Jersey Comfort Partners, they help with free energy savings. They'll come to your house and they can look and say, you need to do this or this, and they can help you with things. A lot of the programs are income eligible, so on the flyer they do have what the income eligible is, how many people live in your house, so you can see if you're eligible, if someone you know that you know needs help can sign up for one of the programs and help them with their utilities. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I just want to say one thing anyway. The other night at the parade, I was overwhelmed by the amount of support that our police, fire, public works, all of council, and everyone here gave to that parade. It was such a good feeling of community support. I mean, the people that were out on the parade route, and people that were going through the thing, and just everyone that was there, just donated their time and stuff to this endeavor. Our community has changed so much over the last couple of years, and I am so proud to say that I'm the mayor of Lindenwold. I dare anybody to say anything bad about it, because I'm very proud of what our community has turned into and what our team has become. There is not anything that doesn't get answered the minute we ask for it, and I'm so proud to say that. So, with that, I'm going to open. I'm sorry, and Ms. Thompson.
I just wanted to say one thing. I know we thank the police, but I want to thank them again because I don't know if you all know, but we had a Grinch in town. And the Grinch made it to the news. So I just want to thank our police officers went over and beyond this year for the parade and just the whole excitement of the Grinch. I mean, the Grinch was at the Wawa stealing coffee. I mean, he was all over the place. So they had a really good time. So Chief, we just want to thank you again for your leadership and everything that the officers do to have fun with our community. So thank you.
And they're also going to, I think, isn't the Grinch supposed to be with
Yeah, so the
Shop with the Cop?
Shop with the Cop, and Friday morning, Fox 29, the morning show. The Grinch may make an appearance there as well.
Okay. Well, watch out for the Lindenwold Grinch.
Does the Grinch need an agent?
Yeah.
I'm available if he needs an agent.
It's go viral.
All right, thank you, everyone. At this time, we're going to open the meeting to the public. Anyone from the public wishing to speak, please come to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and please try to keep it to 5 minutes. Mr. McGill.
Hi, John McGill, 30 Columbia Avenue. Start out by wishing you all a good holiday season. I have a couple questions. Do you know if Public Works is going to be by again to pick up the leaves? I unfortunately missed our date. I had the flu and there's just no way I was getting leaves up.
Well, they always come around for a second pickup. If you just reach out to Public Works tomorrow morning, they can tell you when they'll be back in your neighborhood for a second pickup. But I'm almost positive they'll be back for a second pickup.
Yeah, usually by now they've been by again because we were one of the early pickups. That's why I was getting a little concerned. Maybe they had equipment issues and they weren't going to be able to make it. I mean, I understand things break down and
we actually.
What's your address again? What's your address again?
30 Columbia Avenue.
They were on Powell, they were on our street the
They
other
were
day.
on my street today. So,
Yeah, they were just still
They'll
out.
be around
Yeah.
next weekend.
There was two major pieces of equipment that went down during the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I understand how that works. Trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
I was
They're
a
back up and
mechanic
running.
for 40-some years, so I understand. The next question is Ginsborough Road between White Horse Pike and the overhead train. I understand it's probably a county road. They tore up years ago going from like Deer Days towards the pike, made that horrendous.
It's being repaved. soon as the
Because
board.
now they're tearing up the other side, and I'm like, there's not gonna be a lane anywhere
As
to
soon
get driving.
as soon as the water company and the gas company are done out there, they'll be repaving it.
Good, glad to hear it. The third thing is, I was here last month and discussed some issues with a house in my neighborhood, and there's been absolutely no improvement.
See that man right there when you're done?
That's it.
He's the one who's been out and taken care of it up to this point, so.
How about code? A lot of code violations going on in that house.
They'll get together and straighten it out.
And then when they went out there,
We did. We all went out there. I was out there the next day. Yes, there are violations out there, but unfortunately, like you said, the gentleman who owns the place is very senior. It's on my right, chief. He's rather incapacitated, and the people that are there are kind of taking advantage of him, I think. So,
It's a unique kind of.
so, yeah.
As it was described to me, he was having a hard time taking care of the house and himself. He had this woman move in to help take care of him in the house. She in turn moved her entire family and have just,
took advantage of it.
he feels trapped.
It's not pushed aside, it's still there.
Okay,
We're still looking into it.
okay, thank you.
Anyone else in the public wishing to speak?
On Valerie Course 609 in Meadowview, the grounds problems, so far so good. But I did have one issue. On Emerson, used to be a mailbox, you used to be a post office. And I understand they're moving that post office box. I was just wondering, is it any other way that there could be a mailbox in that area?
You would have to reach out to the postmaster.
Yeah, but they just said they were moving it in 30 days. I never know. I used to go over there. But that's been there forever like that, so.
It used to be the post office.
There is a post office mailbox at the speed line.
Yeah, but that means the seniors and everybody got a job,
Yeah.
I got a car, but if you don't have a car, that's just,
I would reach out to the postmaster and let them know that there's a definite need for a post box
Yeah,
someplace
they
around
didn't
here.
ask anybody.
And I'm sure they'll make arrangements to work something out.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
They're very responsive.
Okay.
Anyone else from the public?
That's a post office.
Trevor?
Good evening, guys. I too want to thank council and the police department and the fire department. I wasn't able to attend the parade this year, unfortunately, but I heard great things about it, and it's one of our favorite events of the year. So thank you for that, and thank you to both departments for all the work that they did with that. Also want to thank the police department for congratulate you guys on your promotions, and thank you all for bringing the BOA here tonight. That was a very nice update, so thank you for that. I know there's a lot of residents that have been asking questions, so it was nice to have you here. I think that's it, other than, I don't know, yeah, I want to wish everybody a happy holiday season, and I don't know if we're going to be able to make it to the next meeting, so Sandy, thank you very much. Your willingness to share resources and information over these years, and your eagerness to share the information and willingness to answer the public's questions has been both refreshing and respected. So thank you. We wish you very well on all your future endeavors, and maybe I'll be here for the 27th, but if not, thank you, and have a great night, guys. Thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none, close the meeting to the public and entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.